What if I told you that you're never truly alone in your own home? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But that's exactly the concept we're delving into today. Welcome to the world of the Watcher. The Watcher is not your average entity. It's a creature that thrives in the shadows, in those small, cramped spaces that you'd never think to check. Yes, we're talking about places like your closet, under your bed, or even in your cabinets. It's a quiet tenant living silently in the corners of your home. Most of the time, it's as if it's not even there, but don't let that fool you. You see, the Watcher is called so for a reason. It's always watching, always observing, always keeping track. It's aware of your movements, your habits, your routines. It knows when you're home and when you're not. It knows when you sleep and when you're awake. And it's harmless, as long as it remains unnoticed. The problem arises when it's found, when it feels threatened or exposed. That's when it turns hostile. That's when the quiet observer becomes the unseen predator. There have been stories, chilling encounters with the Watcher, people who have felt its presence, who have felt the hairs on the back of their neck stand up, the prickling sense of being watched when they're alone. Some have even seen it, a fleeting shadow in the corner of their eye, a sudden movement in the darkness. And those who have, they know that it's not just fear playing tricks on their mind, it's something real, something tangible. So the next time you're alone at home, the next time you hear a creak from the closet or a rustle from under the bed, remember this. The Watcher could be real, it could be there in your home watching, and the next time you feel like you're being watched, remember, it might not just be your imagination. Hide and seek, a child's game or a deadly trap. Consider this, a seemingly innocent game of hide and seek, twisted into a nightmare. It starts normal enough, a group of friends, a countdown, the thrill of the chase, but in this version there's a chilling stipulation. If you can't find everyone within 10 minutes or if you're found within the first minute, the game turns deadly. The seeker transforms from a harmless friend into a voracious predator. No longer interested in the jovial laughter and friendly banter, it seeks with a newfound purpose and a terrifying hunger. It's not just about finding anymore, it's about devouring. Imagine the terror, the heart pounding in your chest as the countdown begins, the adrenaline rush as you scramble for a hiding spot, not just to win, but to survive. Each second that ticks by is a second closer to either salvation or doom. The stories of those who have played this horrifying version of hide and seek are the stuff of nightmares. Tales of close calls, of friends disappearing, of screams echoing in the darkness. Stories of seekers who changed, who became something other than human. Like the tale of a group of friends who decided to play a late-night game of hide and seek in an old abandoned mansion. They laughed and joked as they spread out, hiding in the darkness. But when the seekers started finding them, the laughter quickly turned into screams. By the time the 10 minutes were up, only 2 were left. They never spoke of what happened that night, but they never played hide and seek again, or the story of a little girl who hid so well she wasn't found until the next morning. When they finally discovered her, she was pale and shaken, whispering about the monster that had tried to find her. These tales serve as a chilling reminder that even the most innocent games can turn into something far more sinister. So the next time you're invited to a game of hide and seek, think twice. Remember, sometimes it's better to lose at hide and seek. What if the end of the world started with a simple egg? Imagine, if you will, a vast, quiet forest. In the heart of this forest, a colossal egg rests, its surface gleaming and impenetrable. This is no ordinary egg, mind you. It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma, protected by 10 entities, each more mysterious than the last. Their sole purpose? To shield this egg from the prying eyes of the world. Scientists from all around the globe have been drawn to this enigma, their curiosity piqued by the egg's unbreakable shell. Despite their most advanced tools and techniques, they've been unable to even scratch the surface. This egg, it seems, is not willing to give up its secrets so easily. And yet, the most intriguing part of this tale is not the egg's impervious shell, nor the entities that guard it. No, the real mystery lies in the prophecy whispered in hushed tones among the scientific community that suggests this egg will hatch on the 5th of July, 2024. But what could possibly emerge from such a formidable shell? Some speculate a creature of unimaginable power, others a being of unparalleled wisdom, and there are those who fear that what lies within could bring about the end of the world as we know it. The possibilities are endless, each more terrifying than the last. Could it be a beast, its hunger insatiable, its power uncontainable, or perhaps a deity so ancient, so powerful that our minds can't even begin to comprehend its existence? Or could it be a harbinger of a new era, a catalyst for change in a world desperately in need of it? As the predicted date approaches, the world watches in silent anticipation. Each tick of the clock brings us closer to the moment of revelation, the moment when the egg will finally crack open. Each tick a reminder of the impending unknown. When the egg cracks open, will it be the birth of a new era or the end of ours? Have you ever wondered what lurks in the darkness under your bed or in your closet? It's not just the forgotten socks or old toys that might be hiding there. Delve deeper into the shadows and you might find yourself tumbling into a realm far removed from the comfort of your bedroom. Now let's imagine that you've dropped your favorite book under the bed. It's the middle of the night, and rather than switching on the light, you decide to crawl into the darkness to retrieve it. Suddenly, the familiar carpet beneath your hands gives way to a cold, damp earth. The air smells different, heavy with the scent of moss and wet leaves. You've been transported to a new dimension, a place where the rules of our world no longer apply. This new dimension isn't a sunny meadow or a peaceful beach. No, it's a dark forest, a place where shadows stretch and twist into strange, menacing shapes. The only light comes from the multitude of eyes that gleam from within the undergrowth, casting an eerie glow over the twisted trees and gnarled roots. These aren't the friendly creatures of our world, but hostile entities from a realm beyond our understanding. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig is a reminder that you're not alone. You're in their territory now, a visitor in a world that doesn't welcome strangers. Who are they? What do they want? The answers to these questions remain unknown, as elusive as the creatures themselves. So, the next time you feel the urge to crawl under your bed or venture into your dark closet, consider this. What if the shadows aren't just shadows? What if they're doorways to another dimension, a place filled with unknown entities lurking in the darkness? So the next time you need to fetch something from your closet late at night, you might want to turn on the light. Mirrors, they say, are gateways to other dimensions. But what if the reflection you see isn't your own? Imagine this. You're standing before a mirror, the cool surface reflecting the room behind you. But as you gaze into the glass, something is amiss. It's you, but not quite. You're standing in a cave, not your familiar bedroom or bathroom. Rats scurry at your feet, their beady eyes glinting in the ominous red light that fills the space. And your reflection, it's a grotesque version of yourself. Your neck is slit, a gruesome gash stretching across your throat, and where your eyes should be, there are only empty sockets. It's a chilling sight, one that sends shivers down your spine and curdles the blood in your veins. This is no ordinary reflection. It's a distorted image, a horrific rendering of what you could become. A prophecy, perhaps, whispering of a fate that could befall you. A fate that mirrors the gruesome image that now stares back at you from the other side of the glass. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? That the person you see in the mirror isn't you, but a version of you that exists in another dimension. A dimension where you're a victim, a casualty of some unspeakable horror. The cave, the rats, the red lights, they're all part of this twisted reality. A reality that exists parallel to ours, right on the other side of the mirror. And the most chilling part, one day your fate in this world could mirror the fate of your gruesome reflection. So, the next time you look into a mirror, remember it might not just be your reflection staring back. Who knows, maybe it's a horrifying glimpse into a dimension where your worst nightmares come true. So tread carefully, for mirrors are not just reflective surfaces, they could be gateways to your darkest fears.